It is so highlighted, you guys. It's so highlighted. Like, I really enjoyed this book. Hi besties, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome bestie, and I really do hope you like it here. Well, it's October and we are within Vlogtober, okay? So I really do hope you enjoy this series and you like and comment and interact with this content, okay? So let's jump into today's video, which is a because they wrote it, I bought it, okay? You know guys, I'm an avid reader. I love reading so much. So there's certain books that I bought because I love this author. I don't care. I didn't even care to read the back of the book or whatever. But just because this author wrote it, I bought the book. Okay. I'm gonna start with Pastor Michael Todd. Okay. I've got 3 of his books, which is more than most of the other authors that I've got here. I got 3 of his books. My first book is Relationship Goals. This one. This is my first introduction to Pastor Michael Todd. Well, I used to listen to his sermons on the podcast app on your iPhone, right? I used to listen to him because he's a pastor at Transformation Church. And through listening to his sermons, I was like, I like how this man preaches. I like transparent preachers of the word. I don't like pastors that come and stand on the podium and act as if their life has always been perfect. I like preachers that strip themselves and make themselves look as human as possible. Okay, so that we can relate to them. So yeah, that's what I liked about Pastor Michael Todd. And I was like, you know what? You speak to me in my young years, because I've got my own share of mistakes as a Christian. So to have preachers that, you know, make you feel like, okay, I too struggled from this and this and that, and I was able to get out of it. It makes me feel like I can listen to your sermon because I relate, you know. So yeah, this book, Relationship Goals, I really enjoyed it. It is so highlighted, you guys. It's so highlighted. Like, I really enjoyed this book. But it tackles everything from dating, marriage, sex, God's view on all of those things, and what you should look for in a godly partner. Some of the topics here on the table of content is taking aim before the person, the S word, which is sex, and intentional dating. Does it need to end, which is your unequally yoked relationships, surrendering your sexuality to God, all tied up, the triangle, which is you, your person, and God, major keys to successful marriage, and then the conclusion of the book. So this is a good book if you are dating, you know, and you're a Christian and you're dating with intention. You know what I mean? You are waiting on God, or you are dating with your partner with intentions, you know, of getting there one day. This is a great book. I read this book when I was single, by the way. So it doesn't really matter because it tackles things you've either been through, going through now, you know. So whatever the situation you may be, I think in a relationship, not in a relationship, this is still a good book because it also does tackle your single life. So yeah. So because I read this book by Pastor Michael Todd and I enjoyed it, I decided to get Crazy Faith. Crazy Faith was my book for last year, right? Or was it last year? It was last year. No, it wasn't last year. I got this book in 2022. Yes, I got this book in 2022. My friend at Palisa, okay, I'll tag you here, girl. She got me this book because she knew, okay? She knew I'd been talking about this book for a long time as well. But yeah, she got me this book, and after reading it in 2022, my year 2023 became my year of crazy faith, okay? Because of everything that I read from this book, I decided I'm gonna move into 2023 with crazy faith to see what God can do. And if you've watched my video on my vision board, you would have seen the great things that God did for me last year. So yeah, this book did wonders for me. It just teaches you how to be crazy and just believe God for the craziest things. The things that, you know, you would have thought, no, maybe I should give God 5 years. Maybe I should give God... Wait, just believe it, have faith, and God will do it for you. So this is the second book I bought by Pastor Michael Todd because I read Relationship Goals. And then the third book I got by Pastor Michael Todd is Your Damage Does Not Define You. I got this book this year at the exclusive books warehouse sale. Okay, I have not read this book, by the way, but that's the loyalty I'm talking about. That just because he wrote it, I will buy it. Okay, it doesn't matter what he's talking about. Just because he wrote it and I have the means, I'll buy it. Period. So yeah, I'm yet to read this book. Hopefully I'll get to it this year. Yeah, so these are the 3 books by Pastor Michael Todd that I bought because he wrote. Okay, it doesn't matter. And then the next author is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Love her, love her, love her. I think she's the queen. She's the mother of African literature. I love her so much. The first book I read by Chimamanda is Dia Ijuele. Yeah, Feminist Manifesto, which is just like 15 letters to her daughter. Yeah, something like that. 15 suggestions. I really enjoyed this book. You know, like I said, I'll be highlighting my books, okay? So yeah, there was just a lot to learn. You know, I'll just read the one that I landed on now. It says, being a feminist is like being pregnant. You either are or you are not. You either believe in the full equality of men and women or you do not. Like, really, there's no being on the fence about this. But yeah, this is the first book I read by Chimamanda. I really, really enjoyed it. And yeah, and then the second book I read is this one. We should, what am I saying? It's called Americana. I really, really enjoyed this book so much. It's such a page turner. Like, this girl went on to find this person. She was about to get married in America, but she wanted to go back home in Nigeria and figure out her life. And while doing that, she fell in love with this guy. It's just an amazing story. So if you're an African literature girl, I'd really advise you to hop onto this book and read it. You know, it's such a good read. And then the third book that I read by Chimamanda Ngozi, this I was gifted by my friend, a friend of mine from TikTok. I've never met her, but she told me that she bought 2 of these books and she wanted to give it to someone and she thought she should give it to me. And I was like, that's so sweet. Just because I love reading and it's Chimamanda Ngozi, send it through, babe. Send it through. So I really enjoyed this book as well. Yeah, it's also like a short story type of book. You know, there are different types of stories in here, which is so captivating. The name of the book is The Thing Around Your Neck. So yeah, just because it's Chimamanda Ngozi, I will get it. Well, Chimamanda Ngozi has a lot of other books, so I'm yet to read the rest of her collection. Well, she hasn't released any new books, so I mean, just buying all of her books. There's still a lot. The next author that I'll be talking about is Pastor Sarah Jakes. I read this book, which is Woman Evolve, and I also used to watch her sermons on YouTube. Well, I still do watch them sometimes. So yeah, when this book came about, I was so excited, like, let me get it. I already listened to this woman's sermons, so why not get her book? And recently, when I went to the 4A's exclusive books warehouse sale, I got this book, and just because she wrote it, I got it. You know, it's like, I've never seen this book before, but because it's Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts, let's get it. You know, I wasn't able to go to her thingy that she was doing here in Joburg, It's a, I don't know what to call that, her event in Joburg. I wasn't able to go, but I really, really like her. And then the final author is Ayobami Adebayo. Adebayo, yes. So the first book I read by this author is Stay With Me. This is basically a story about a woman who was perceived to be infertile, whereas her husband is the one who was infertile, and the husband actually knew he was infertile, but he let her go through all the injustice, all the abuse from the mother-in-law and the family and everyone, whereas he knew was the one who was infertile. And then, you know, at the end of the day, the secret came out. But yeah, this was such a good book. The emotions, everything, the social and political turbulence is just like so prevalent in this book. So I really, really enjoyed it. And when the new book came about, the Spell of Good Things, I was like, Ayobami Adebayo, I'm going to get that book. So I got this book. It was not as good as Stay With Me, okay? This was on a whole another level, please. I really felt like this book was too stretched, like could have been a shorter book, and she took too long to get to the point, and then at the end rushed everything. But other than that, I still enjoyed the book. I still do have unanswered questions from the book, but I really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, these are the books, besties. So if you also, like me, buy books because your favorite authors wrote them, let me know. Drop it in the comment section. Let me know which author you will buy books. Will you buy any book they write just because you like them so much? And I will check them out. I will check them out, and yeah, let you know what I think. If I maybe have it in my bookshelf, maybe just didn't make it to this video, let me know, and then maybe we can talk about it. Don't forget to like, besties, comment, and subscribe. Let's join the family, and I hope you're enjoying this Vlogtober series. Mwah.
Situation in front of us.